Well, hello there, and welcome to the Talisman Tavern. I am LordZodz, and I'm joined by my co-host GlenOneN. Say hi, Glenn.
Hi, this is Glenn from the internet, YouTube. You probably see me play a few games on the US servers from time to time, so hope you're enjoying it.
Yeah, he is on there a lot, to be fair, so you probably won't miss him if he's, his name's all over the service fair. But we have a very special episode for you today. We are, in fact, interviewing here John Goodenough. You could say hi, John.
Hey, everybody. Glad to be here.
And John here has had quite the extensive history of a couple board games, but most importantly for us here at the Talisman Tavern, he's been responsible for working on the design of the 4th edition, or I should say the revised 4th edition game. So we're going to be talking quite a bit about that, of course, and we'll throw some general questions your way as well, John. So yeah, we'll
be building up to a game as well. We'll be building up to a game
absolutely.
as well. So we'll be finishing off with a game where winner takes all. So yeah, I don't know what that win or that take and all is, but we'll find out.
Yeah, I just got done watching Zod's epic victory.
Yes.
With the ultimate fatality. So I don't know if we can top that. That's kind of like it's hard to follow up on that one. But
that was an epic session.
Simply one of the best end. Well, the thing is, in Talisman, that's what we love it so much. It captures so much highs and lows. The ending very rarely is not exciting, but that one, it's just to have it captured on video with everybody screaming and laughing and shouting and swearing at each other was just beautiful Talisman. I think Zod literally summed it up at the beginning when he was doing the introduction, saying like, this is the Talisman game you all want to be a part of. This is the one. If you ever got to play a game, here it is. And watch till the end. We love that one, and we've got plenty more coming. So,
and if you haven't seen that video, by the way, definitely check out the. We can find on the Talisman Tavern. It's on the link below. Just click the channel, you'll see it there. No worries. But in any case, John, I guess for the folks who don't know who you are or the work that you've done. Just give us an introduction, I suppose, like a very brief overview.
Sure. I've been working in the game industry for over 20 years. I've worn a lot of different hats, pretty much do whatever I need to do to get the job done. But I've worked as an artist and developer, designer. The fun thing about working on these projects is you do get to do a little bit of everything. So that includes production manager and crunching budgets and looking at spreadsheets and profit margins and all that fun stuff. I've been making games, and I think the last time I counted, it was close to about 150 projects sent to press.
Whoa!
So it's crazy. It's crazy how much it adds up over time. But there's a couple projects that just become rather near and dear to your heart, and you just build up so many fond memories that and Talisman is right on the top of the list. So
absolutely.
That's pretty cool.
So I mean, like, if you don't mind me asking, I know we've been chatting a little bit beforehand and lead up to all this, but what was really, really interesting is for me to hear about kind of how you were first interested or first got introduced into board game design. And what kind of part Talisman played in that for you? I didn't know if you'd like to talk about that a bit.
Sure. I mean, I can honestly say I probably wouldn't be sitting here. If it wasn't for, a Talisman. I mean, Talisman is so hugely influential on this journey. But I mean, the way that I got my start is I was going through a games workshop phase, getting into the board games, and I was lucky enough to have a good friend, Richard, who has thousands of games. Just his house is just made out of games. And one fateful evening, he brought out this box that looked like it was 100 years old. It was Talisman First Edition. And it just had this timeless, I'll never forget, like there's a few games that made such a strong first impression, but the minute that box opened, I somehow knew like it was going to change my life. And there's very few games that have ever done that. It just was one of those like it was like you unlocked magic. And so suffice to say, I fell in love immediately, and we played that game. Oh, I mean, that's all we played. Richard had
Nice.
thousands of games, but that was the game that we just played all the time, every time. And we ended up wanting to eventually just kind of play things out, and you want to explore new content. And I stumbled upon John New's Talisman Island website and saw a enormous, like, it wasn't just the amount of content that people made with fan brewed expansions, but it was the amount of love that they poured into it. I mean, the amount of people that were passionate about this game was super inspiring, and it just created a spark of like, I want to do this too. Like, this is amazing. And so our group got together and started making content, and fast forward about 10 years, and I ended up working on the game professionally and being in charge of Talisman 4th Edition.
That's amazing. You actually embarked upon your magical adventure with Talisman, and that was what inspired you to move on further into board game design, I guess, onto various companies and various board game designs, all from this. But weirdly, ZodZ and I were talking about this only just recently, because we had sat down on one of our live streams and done a reaction video for a content creator who's really, really fun. He's from the UK also, called Olden Demon, and he talked about Talisman. He was mainly centered on 5th edition, I believe, but he did talk a little bit about prior revisions. And he finished off his, I think it was about almost 15 minutes of his presentation. He finished off with a theory, which I think he's actually spot on, or he's very close to being spot on, because you mentioned similar kind of ideas. He was saying that actually he thinks that Talisman, the board game, is the source of creativity from that entire generation of board game designers who eventually came up and started designing their own games. And he said because the game actually, it's not that the game was broken, it just begged you to add additional content to it. And he said, like, and this game came from the idea of Dungeons and Dragons, but obviously spliced down so that you could do it in an evening. So Dungeons and Dragons was also an additional source for all of this extra creativity. So yeah, he was just saying, like, the reason why we are pretty much like we are in the, say, board gaming, and actually I don't think he's ever said that he was a board game designer, but he's a board game reviewer and collector, so he knows an awful lot of the designers and stuff. And he was just saying, yeah, this is a source of creativity which is probably never going to be seen again, because everybody's out there trying to solve the riddle of how to make a better form of Talisman. And yeah, he might be right. We might suddenly get a perfect version of Talisman at some point, and then that's it. All creativity gone. All innovation stopped. Don't worry about it. We've got a game. It's finished.
Just stagnates for 20 years. Yeah.
Yeah,
innovation.
That's it. Everything goes in cycles, doesn't it? Everyone gets bored, and then suddenly, like, everyone chucks it out, burns all their copies, and then we start again. Yeah, that's how we do it.
Perfect. So
yeah.
Go for it, Glenn. No, go for it.
After you.
Yeah, no, after you. Oh, this is very British of us. Cool. What are you going to ask, Glenn?
I was going to say, actually, because I have a load of memorable moments from my childhood when I first picked up the game, and also what it meant to me when I was first playing with new friends, back in the day. I didn't know if it was a memorable moment that you'd like to share with us that you remember in particular that kind of comes to mind that really got you hooked on the whole Talisman experience. Or it might just be not one thing, it might be a series of things. Your choice.
I mean, toads in general, but I do remember one moment. So it was the good old toadified spell with the Hydra spell. And so it got like reflected in every character on the game was hopping around as a slimy little toad. And we had to actually put the game on pause for a couple of minutes because we were laughing so hard. Like we couldn't even play the game. It was we were just and the thing is, those moments you think are, oh, that's crazy. How could that have ever happened? But the funny thing is, behind the scenes, every new card that I designed for the game, I would line it up with every other spell card, pretty much every other card in the game just to see what potential combos or if it was going to just break anything. And so, before that ever got printed, I was like, oh, Toadify and Hydra Spell. Ooh, that's going to be awesome. And then you hope that it happens, right? And what's great is like it's such a memorable event that I've seen other people, have the same story where they're like, "Oh, I can't believe it happened. Everybody turned into toads." But those are the ones where you can't engineer it too much because then it feels a little heavy-handed. But when it does happen, those are like my proudest moments of. Yeah.
Everyone loves a good Toad moment, I would say. From you don't have the game of Talisman if you don't have some kind of Toad effect happening in the game. So
the interesting thing too is when we first started playing, when somebody would have to roll to see if they're going to get turned into a toad, and everybody would chant Toad, Toad, Toad.
That's what we do. And we do the exact same thing.
Yeah. And when I started running demos, go to conventions, when I was actually working on the game for Fantasy Flight, and you'd have these demo tables and people chanting Toad, Toad. I mean, there's some magic there where everybody has the same game ritual. There's nothing in the rule book that implies that's what you're supposed to do, but like that's just everything. Everybody naturally just does that. And I think that's one of the magic of Talisman, is they have these own little game rituals within the game.
Yeah, amazing. We're definitely seeing that a lot, actually. Even another YouTuber called Jordan Sorcery, who we done a bit of we checked out his Talisman history series. It's like 2 videos, very long, absolutely amazing. Mentioned you quite a lot as well. He mentioned the whole Toad affair as well within games. So yeah, it was quite nice to see. Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I mean, John, because kind of having a brief look at like I suppose your CV essentially of what you've worked on. You mentioned that obviously you started out as an illustrator before getting into designing the board games themselves. What was it? Were you working in a warehouse or something? If I remember correct, was that right?
I mean, my very first like paid job where I actually got a paycheck from a game company. My very first job was working in the warehouse for Fantasy Flight games. Before that, I was working as a flight crew where I'd go to conventions and just demo games. And so that's basically how I got my start with Fantasy Flight, was just going to conventions and teaching the game. And there was a job opening for the warehouse, and I was like, working for a game company? Sign me up, right? But I knew, I knew from day one, I'm like, well, this isn't what I want to do for the rest of my life, and so I did that. I think I gave myself a year, and I was like, a year from now, I'm going to do something else, but to gain as much experience. And actually, I learned one of the best lessons out of all the lessons I learned in game design. I actually learned one of the most valuable lessons working in the warehouse. And they were working on a game that everybody had high hopes for, and everybody in the company just put all of their love and energy, blood, sweat, and tears into this project. And when it came out, it just bombed. It completely fell flat. And what I learned out of that was the process of like disappointment, of you can try to make something the best it can be and you can pour all your love into it, and it doesn't guarantee that it's going to be a success. And the saving grace that I had was that I wasn't all that connected with the project. I was close to it. I got to see everybody working on it every day, but I had just enough distance that when it crashed and burned, it wasn't an emotional disaster for me. I was invested, but it wasn't completely heartbreaking. And so I got to learn the most painful lesson with enough distance where it didn't hurt too much, because there's a lot of people where when that happens, it crushes them and they just end up, getting out of the business or moving on to something else. It's so heartbreaking. So it is one of those things. That, and no matter where you're at, you can learn some of the best lessons. But yeah, I ended up moving on to because I was already friends with Fantasy Flight and knew the guys. I was like, yeah, I really want to get into doing art now. I was always doing art on the
Hmm.
side. It was something that I wanted to start making a job out of it. And so I ended up transitioning into doing freelance artwork, mostly for Fantasy Flight. It's like these are my friends, these guys are,
Wow.
a great family, really. And the thing that was really cool about that was because they were a local game company, I got to go in and play test the games that would be working on doing the artwork. And so I think I was probably one of the only artists in the company's history that actually played the game before they worked
That's
on the
pretty cool.
artwork.
That's awesome.
Um, uh, but I wanted to make sure that it mirrored, the how it worked in the game, and I thought that was really neat. The closer the art aligned to what it does in the game, really was my ultimate goal. And I did that for a number of years, and then Fantasy Flight. Well, in doing that, the more playtests that I was involved in, the more it intrigued me on the development process.
Mm.
Because as an artist, I only got to illustrate, a handful of pieces per game. I only got to illuminate a tiny corner of that world. But as a game designer, you get to create the entire world. You get to build this entire, you know, sandbox the size, of an entire planet. And to me, that was a really intriguing process. And so I ended up finding out that they had a development position that opened up, and I was already had my interest peaked into world building, and so I jumped at the chance and got hired and started making games, and the rest is history. So.
Cool. And that's where you got to meet Bob Harris, I guess, at that point, or had you already spent some time with him at that time? Or
No, so I ended up working a number of years as a developer and designer. I designed some games, but I'd also develop other people's games. And it
oh,
was
okay.
kind of a 50-50 split. And Fantasy Flight ended up making a relationship with Games Workshop. And
Hmm.
the amazing thing about that is I got to work on these games that were like some of my first games I cut my teeth in, Chaos
Yeah.
Marauders and the old classics. The really neat thing is my high hopes was that I'd be able to work on Talisman. And so every year, the CEO, Christian Peterson, would come in and be like, hey, Games Workshop is going to let us do some of their games. What do you want to do? And every year, like a broken record, I'd say Talisman, Talisman, and
Nice.
they'd be like, no, that's never going to happen. They just had a vision that it was going to be a mass market hit. I
Hmm.
think in their mind they wanted to have it be released by Hasbro or some big mass market channel, and so
Hmm.
they didn't want to mess with us small potatoes. And so I knew it wasn't going to happen, but every year, I'd chant Talisman, Talisman, and then what en- what ended up happening is they uh, Games Workshop released it under their Black Industries brand, and so they ended up releasing it themselves. And I I don't know what the behind the scenes was, but all I know is after they released it themselves, then they finally were like, "Hey, you guys want to do Talisman?" And
That's
um, so I finally got to have that dream come true, and uh, and as soon as when and the really fun thing about that project is I already had years. I mean, I've been playing that game, for at least a decade before that opportunity, and so I had 10 years of ideas and cool stuff that I wanted to do built up, and so I got to just hit the ground with my feet running, and um, yeah.
I did have actually a question based on what John was just saying, because John, you were saying you had like at least a decade of experience in Talisman under your belt before you got involved yourself in fourth edition revised, obviously after the Black Industries and Warhammer, not Warhammer Games Workshop, I guess, decided to release Talisman in the fourth edition revised setting. Your 10 years or your decade, was that first, second edition? Was it third edition? Was it a split between all of them? Did you miss the third, like me?
Yeah, surprisingly, because I liked Warhammer. I mean, I was already a big fan of Games Workshop games, and I played a bunch of their older classic Fury of Dracula, and before I even knew Talisman existed for some reason, which is kind of strange to think of it in hindsight, how that slipped under the radar. Now I forgot what the original question was.
Oh yeah, I was just saying, did you do something silly like I did, which literally I left kind of board gaming for a period of time and completely missed the whole third edition of Talisman?
So I actually came in after third edition, so Talisman wasn't on my radar until it was actually dead. Like, it was a number of years after third edition. There was no plans. There was nothing happening. Wow. Like, I came in when the game probably was at the most dead that it's ever been. And it was only because, it was because I was lucky enough to have a friend that had like every game printed up until then. And he's like, hey, maybe you guys would like this game. I think he was hiding it in a treasure trove, because we played a bunch of Games Workshop games, and I think he actually had it like buried in a treasure chest or something, because it was a pretty highly prized relic. But I got in on first edition game.
Yeah, so you got involved like way back. So you literally did skip third, like I did. Which I was brought up on. Well, obviously, to be honest with you, I wasn't really brought up on first and second edition Talisman. I got to play it because it was like a way of hazing from the friends I used to play. So a Talisman game would go on the whole weekend. We'd stay over friends' houses essentially in their kind of like annexes, and we would wake up at the door and play the game, keep on playing, and it was just a constant relay race, like bucket of crab, bucket of crabs, where whenever someone looked like they were going to win, you drag them back down. All the typical kind of stuff you'd expect with the old editions of Talisman, and we just kept on doing it. But it was it was just a form of hazing, like just to get people involved in the game. But the main games that I played were the old Games Workshop, the Space Hulks, the Dark Futures, the the Advanced Hero Quest, that kind of stuff. What about you, Zed?
So I mean, I'm basically all just fourth edition pretty much. I started playing back in 2017. That was when Glenn here first introduced me to Talisman, and he had the fourth edition, the revised one, of course, from Fantasy Flight, and we played that on and off for quite a while. Once COVID came around, like 2020 period, we switched to the digital version on Steam, and we've just been playing that ever since. Really, I mean, we've had breaks. I mean, as Glenn mentioned, did you mention you had a little break from the digital version for a while? Is that right?
Oh yeah, I had a full year break from it because I got Talisman Rage, the age-old rage from playing on the servers.
The rage curse, basically. I did play.
I just gave it up.
I did play him for a little bit because we had a bunch of buddies who we were like a part of and playing online games, but eventually they kind of tapered off, and then for a little bit we just kind of went dead until maybe some point last year. Basically, we picked it up again, and since then we've been building up the channel.
But John, you mentioned a few sort of other designers and creators, people like John New and Bob as well. But are there any other kind of artists or designers, not necessarily involved in Talisman or have been, but other board game designers or artists that you've kind of maybe partnered up with, or even just admired from afar that you'd like to tell everybody about? Maybe learn so we can learn about them.
I mean, I've been extraordinarily lucky where I've just been able to work on games with so many different designers. Reiner Knizia, Peter Alaka.
Wow.
Um, but I think that my most fond memories and experiences were working in Fantasy Flight, where we had a very tight knit, design development group. And Kevin Wilson, like, uh, talking to him about game design was always an extraordinarily humbling experience and it was impossible to get a big head about anything. Like, no matter how big of your success, like, you'd have a chat with Kevin and just realize, like, he is on guru level, right? I mean, this is the guy that just meditates about games every day, and he's just on another, planet of amazing talent. But Eric Lang is also, I mean, just a genius. I remember one time we were working on a game that we were putting our heads together trying to solve a problem. It was a fundamental design problem that we just were banging our head against the wall for months. And Eric Lang would fly in from Canada, to design a CCG or, whatever his current project was. And he was walking down the hall and we're like, "Hey, Eric, come here, check this out," and explain the problem. And without playing the game, without even really understanding how the game worked, he just gave one suggestion, and it was just a tweak. He's like, "Oh, what if you just do this?" And it wasn't even a dramatic rules change. It was just a slightly different way of implementing a mechanic. And it magically made everything fall into place, and it just worked. And that game was Battlestar Galactica, by the way.
Wow! That's a seriously good game, serious classic.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah. The problem is we couldn't get the trader mechanic to work. Where, if you gave too much information, it was easy to figure out who the trader was, and if you didn't have enough information, you were making wild guess. And we just couldn't get that balance right. And Eric came in and did his magic touch. And the amazing thing, where you just realize the guy's a genius, is he didn't say, "Okay, well, let me just, redesign the game for you. This is how." He just tweaked it. He had just the slightest little change, and everything fell into place. And that's when you realize he's on another level. Like, he just views games like he's like figured out how to see the Matrix, right?
Yeah.
So he basically came into the tavern and just said, "Hold my beer," and just did his thing.
Yeah. Yeah. There was many times I'm just like, I am not worthy. Like, I don't know how lucky I was to end up sitting in the seat, but yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Amazing. Yeah, that's a finely developed design mind there, probably mathematical minded and creative, but being creative is definitely, I would say, submerging yourself in lots of different genres. Not necessarily reading across lots of different genres, but just, I think, probably being curious about the world around you is going to get you quite a lot of interesting ways of developing strategies for other people's problems and challenges. I'm an engineer myself in my real life, so solving problems is kind of my bread and butter. So I love to hear stories like this. When someone's got a talent like that, then it is something strange and weird to behold.
And my camera's gone again. Wow, this is technical issues up the wazoo tonight. I was going to ask you, John, because you mentioned earlier that when you jumped onto revised 4th edition, became a designer on that you said he had roughly about like 10 years or so experience, essentially. And a lot of that was for you being an illustrator first and then jumping into design. I mean, it's quite a significant shift. I mean, what would you say, like, how has like your background in art influenced your approach to like game mechanics and storytelling, especially when you jumped onto 4th edition?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been intrigued with how art is integrated into a game. And so, it wasn't just I wanted to be a freelance illustrator. I wanted to work on games. Like, I wanted to help illustrate games. And the process of, really, the thing that I found intriguing the most when I got a chance to playtest with the designers and developers was the process of world building. it's taking this concept of, Runebound was one of my first gateway insights into that process. And you start with a couple of core concepts. I mean, just like the color wheel, where you have your primary colors. You have red, yellow, and blue, and from those three things, you can make any color you can possibly imagine. And that's just like art. That's a lot like game design. You come up with your core, system, your core, template, and then you extrapolate upon that. So the fun part is coming with the most iconic images, and then you take those really, like, what is unique and different about this world, and you try to make the most iconic images that just become like a poster of that. Like, if a picture is 1,000 words, this tells you the story of who you are, what you're doing, what the world is about. And then everything after that is just kind of extrapolation and, exploring deviant roads in different directions.
Well, that's actually a good question, because obviously, like, the first edition box cover art was quite reminiscent of the old. Well, actually, no, the second edition was the box art, which was reminiscent of the old Dungeons and Dragons cover art, wasn't it? The old shielded.
That's right. Yeah, the guy with a shield
fighter,
and sword, and then you got the dragon looming overhead.
Yeah. And then, of course, we move on to 4th edition, and that's a big epic fight with the big red dragon and the fire and the crown of command and lots of different characters doing their thing. And then we also have the 5th edition. What did you reckon to that when you saw it? Any thoughts?
I mean, 5th edition, I'm like really, really impressed with the phenomenal job that they did with that game. It was one of the new things that they implemented. I wish I would have thought of. And because it always looks like, so obvious. It was like, oh, that's such a perfect solution. Spending fate to be able to move up to your die roll and give you that flexibility. And so I've just been thoroughly impressed with, the things Hasbro's doing. The thing that is a little bit curious is how they're taking Talisman in a direction of almost making it feel more like a cooperative role-playing experience, which still feels like Talisman, but it has, like, as soon as when it's cooperative, it has such a different feel in a different context that, it was a bold choice. I was like, wow, that's really interesting that they're taking the game, in a new, fresh, interesting direction. Because the easiest thing to do is just reskin it, get new artwork, and just hit the reprint button and call it a day, and just make money, right? And so to make a brave choice like that, to try to make really make the game their own and resonate with a new audience, I just give them a lot of respect for doing that, instead of just taking the easy route and, like, we'll just make new art and call it new.
Have you played much of the new 5th edition of Talisman?
I have. I've been lucky enough. Like, you have to sign disclosure forms, so you can't really talk about anything. But I can say, the nice people at Hasbro, I've been lucky enough to kind of get a glimpse at things to come. And all I can say is that there's some really exciting things that I wish I could talk about right now, but yeah, there's some cool stuff. Yeah, I can just say there's some cool things that you've never seen before. Like, no matter how long of a Talisman fan you've been, you're gonna be pleasantly surprised. There's a lot of cool new stuff coming out. So.
I mean,
nice. I like the sound of that.
Because you mentioned that you like the fact that they changed it so when you can spend a fate to move up to 6 spaces. And I obviously I imagine that was done in an attempt to try and help speed things up a little bit, or at the very least circumvent, situations where if I just got that number 3, I can then move to the chapel to get my lives, kind of thing, right? I mean, were there any other design choices in 5th edition, like for better or worse, that stood out to you, essentially? Anything that you would have approached differently if given the choice?
Well, but one of the, I guess, kind of fun facts is when I first was able to start working on the revised 4th edition, my original pitch was a 5th edition. Because I'm like, well, they already made 4th edition, right? Like, and so that ended up getting pushed back because they were like, no, 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 you can't come up with a new edition less than a year after the release. So that's the story of why it's revised 4th edition. You know, it's 4.5 because I actually made a 5.0. And so I had to like strip out a bunch of those ideas and you know, dial it back.
What can you tell us about those ideas? What did you strip out?
Well,
you remember?
So actually, a lot of the not everything, but a lot of those ideas that got pulled out ended up going into Relic. So Relic is the Warhammer 40K Talisman game, and so
there's a lot of love for that.
Really,
there's a lot of love for that game.
Well, I think maybe one of the like most common comments is that it's fixed. It's like if you don't like Talisman because you think it's broken, you know, Relic, you know, fixes it. But I think one of the so a lot of those ideas just ended up dumping into Relic, and you could consider that almost a 5th edition in a way. One of the, I guess one of the, you know, perhaps like a missed opportunity was in Relic, you had missions and you basically always had a mission. You started the game with a mission. When you completed it, you get a mission. And the nice thing about that is it always gives you a sense of direction. It always gives you a place to go and a thing to do. Because one of the other comments, you know, which is a, you know, fair enough criticism, is that oftentimes it doesn't really matter where you go. Talisman's so random, like go left or right, you know, it doesn't really matter. It's random anyway. But if you at least have a goal, if you at least have a short-term objective that you're trying to complete, that at least gives you a sense of some direction. And then it also gives you a staggered like victory. And what I mean by that is there's the ultimate victory, which is just winning the game at the end. But you want to have the game feel like you're making these small wins along the way. That way, even if you don't win the whole game, it feels like, well, I got a bunch of missions and, you know, I got a bunch of small victories. And so I kind of feel like I won a little. But yeah, that was maybe one thing that I would have added in 5th edition. Is just having warlock quests. Just, you know, you always get to quest if you want to.
Yeah, or you could have done it, taking it along the routes of, say, something like in Dungeons and Dragons or any kind of like fantasy roleplay. Every single character has their backstory, and they're always trying to fulfill certain parts of their story. And you could have just dressed it up like that. Instead of warlock quests, it could have been actual backstory elements, like in mission cards.
It's funny that you mentioned that, because one of the things I always wanted to do with like a 5th edition, I ended up having to keep it fairly superficial because it was always about exploring new worlds. You know, now we're going to the dungeon, now we're going to the city. It was always about going to a new place. And what I wanted to do once the 4 corners, like my overall plan was, okay, once you fill all the corners of the board, now it's starting, instead of going out, now we're going deep. And so we're going to take everything that we already have and we're just going to enhance that, enrich it, and just make it feel like a deeper experience. And one of the things was a quest path system. And so each pack was basically, it was a series of quests, but it really acted like a kind of a story. And nice. You got to choose at the start of the game, and it wasn't character specific, but there were things like, if you're a wizard, you probably want to take the magic quest path. If you're, you know, the warrior, you might want to take, you know, the fighter path. So they did have like, you know, archetypes, but that was basically the thing, is you not only you not only got to have that ongoing questing system, but it told a story. It actually told an ongoing linked story. And the piece that fills in the gap is it gives you a kind of continuity. It's like Talisman is amazing because it's all random and crazy and all this wild stuff is happening. But that gave you one kind of touchstone of continuity of like, this is my ongoing path that actually makes sense. And is just kind of cool, you know. And even if you don't win, just to see like how far you get down that path and how the story evolves, you know, is kind of a victory in of itself. But yeah, that's just one of the ideas.
On the topic of like, you know, new ideas or experimenting with ideas, I don't know if you remember, John, but you did a interview with the Talisman Island, I think around about the launch of 4th edition. Is that right?
That rings a bell. Yeah, because people were wondering, well, what is it? You know, we already have 4th edition. What is this?
Yeah. Well, for those who aren't aware, Talisman Island, definitely check them out. But it's a website with all sorts of resources, everything Talisman. But on there, you can find an interview with John Goodenough. And in that interview, because I was reading it through, you mentioned like an interest in developing like a flexible character system. So I think someone mentioned, you know, to take it beyond like, you know, like the rigid kind of like race/class structure, you know, like the archetypes you were just talking about there. I mean, can you elaborate at all on how you envision a system like that working in Talisman?
I mean, this is, if memory serves correctly, which is, I mean, maybe 2 decades now. I don't know. It seems like
I think it was a while ago.
Okay.
Sorry to jog your memory a bit.
But yeah, as much as memory could recall, the basic system was you had these like talent or skill decks that were categorized by archetypes. So you had like the spellcaster, you know, the fighter, the healer, the explorer, you know, and you could boil it down to like D&D archetypes, like, you know, ranger, rogue. But the way that worked is when you leveled up, instead of just getting an attribute, you know, instead of just getting a skill point or a craft point, you get to unlock a talent, and you got to choose what archetype. So if you wanted to dive a little bit more into combat and fighting, you'd pick, you know, the warrior talent. And so it just gave you a way, and what those cards did is it just unlocked a new ability. So when you started with a warrior character, they'd be, you know, pretty vanilla, but you would be able to, instead of taking a character and all of your abilities, like everything that makes you special and unique, you start out at the very beginning of the game, it just flipped it around, where you start out pretty vanilla, and then as you progress, gain levels, and gain experience, then you get to craft your character. And so, and the fun thing about that is building your character as you go is just based on how the game evolves, based on whatever the current game state is. You know, you could dive in heavy in combat and then realize, you know, like, oh, the spellcasters are really getting ahead. I better get, you know, some magic power, you know, to compete with that. And then you could be, you know, a warlock warrior or whatever. And the other interesting thing about that too is you could either super specialize and just be, I am going to be the most powerful warlock, you know, in the game, or you could spread out and just do a little bit of everything. And, you know, I'm going to be able to move well and, you know, try to be not the best at everything, but at least not suck at anything. So,
yeah.
Nice balance.
Yeah, that sounds a lot more progressive, kind of like board game design and mechanics that we kind of come to expect with a lot more modern day games, but 100% left. Never really got out of the 80s or 90s. It only inched ahead, obviously, towards the 4th and the 4th revised edition, but everything seemed to stay very, very much, you know, based, or the mechanics wise, and the experience part of the game stayed very much back in the 80s and the 90s from what I have felt about the game. I have had a lot of games designer friends of mine and people who have been introduced to it for the first time have said like this is just too dated, but they haven't been on the stories and been involved in the sort of stories and the experiences that I have and that Zod has and all the people that we know have played this game. They never really fully merge into one. It always seems to be like a unique experience every single time you sit down and have a game, and you're lusting after that different experience every single time you start rolling up with dice and moving your character off into the wild world, because you're hoping, fingers crossed, this is going to be one of those epic finishes like we had the other game. We are hoping to God that we're going to get some of this really, really cool stuff. And I'm like, actually, I theorized an argument as to why people I think have got it wrong about Monopoly, or at least from a games designer kind of point of view or mindset, is I still think that Monopoly as a board game, and I'll listen to me, I'm talking about Monopoly on a Talisman video, but I swear to you, and this is like, I was trying to explain this to a few colleagues of mine like a while back. I said, like, when you start that game, everybody's on the beginning, the go kind of square. You're now about to go, and everybody's got $1,500 or £1,500 or whatever you happen to have. Said the world is your oyster. That first 10, 15, 20 minutes where nobody owns any properties, and it's up for grabs. You're going west essentially, and you're going to explore this whole region. You're going to buy up. It said, do you know what? There's not many games that get that feeling, that you get the feeling of absolute, you can do whatever you like. And I get that kind of feeling from Talisman when you first start, right up until the point you get turned into a toad for your first time. You're kind of like, you're winning like everybody else.
Yeah.
But obviously in Monopoly, really, really old mechanics, obviously it gets really tired really fast. And then the game limps on for 2 or 3 hours longer than it's intended, which actually is something which has been brought up for Talisman in the past, games-wise. But, you know, this is supposed to be it's not supposed to be a short game, is it, ultimately? It's supposed to be a game you're supposed to experience.
I suppose you could say the randomness in Talisman, obviously that's a massive factor into the uniqueness of the game and how it plays. In comparison to Monopoly, when you're playing Monopoly, once you get through a certain point in the game, you kind of know how it's going to end. You know who's going to be in first place, who's going to be second, who's going to be third, who's the loser, basically. Yeah. In Talisman, I mean, a game could end up ending that way, where you know who's going to win and they end up winning. Or that person might just be about to get into the inner region, or they do, and some fortunate player has the audacity to find a clockwork dragon, beat them to a pulp, and then take the talisman from the player who's now about to win, which is what has happened in one of our previous games, John. This is what Glenn did to me. And I'm like, what the hell? And I come out, and then literally in 2 turns, I die. Like, I'm just dead, and I have to start anew. And Talisman can just, because of the way it works, that is just how it can go sometimes. It's amazing for that.
And that's why things, you either love it or you hate it, but things like the random spell and Toadify and things that can just hit the reset button. And I totally get the frustration of, Euro gamers or people that want more of a, perfect balance. But I think even when you have those like most painful experiences, the payoff is overall just knowing that things like that can happen. That's what gives the suspense. Like, that's what makes it exciting, because no matter how close you are to the finishing line, like, you could slip on a banana peel on last step and fall right on your face. So that's Sorry, go on, John. Well, that's also that's also what makes it exciting too, is when you finally cross the finishing line and you're like, hey, it makes it even feel like a greater victory, because that you could snatch defeat right out of the jaws of victory at any moment as well.
Well, in a lot of the games that Glenn and I have played, there are games where something bad doesn't even necessarily have to happen to the person who's about to win. You could have a game where, again, using another example here from a game we've played previous, is you could be 1 or 2 spaces away from the crown of command, like you are set to win, and someone decides, let me just go into the dungeon and find the right tile that's going to teleport me to the end of the dungeon, use a Toadify spell that I have saved up for the last 10 rounds, cast it on the Lord of Darkness so I can then get 10 plus whatever the threshold is, and then teleport straight to the crown, win the game. And before you know it, you're like, what has just happened? What is going on? And someone else has won it. So, yeah.
Yep. Them's the breaks. That's Talisman. As we say, oh no, that's Talisman.
Talisman.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, there's not. That's one thing you can't say that about many games, that anything can happen, right? Like that's the magic. I think one of the magical ingredients.
I think actually that is the ingredient right there. That is one of them, yeah. But that is one of the prime ones. Anything can happen. You are creating a story, a narrative, heroes, villains, the lot, all in one game, which could last half an hour all the way up to, I don't know, a whole weekend maybe. I don't know if it still lasts a weekend. I think 4th edition revised cut it down to at least a day. I was going to say, what do you reckon? Shall we spool up a game? Get a game going. Continue chatting, and then we can really test each other's metal.
Yeah, we could do a game and talk, or walk and talk, however you say it. Yeah. Anyways, let's get a game up.
So it might be nice to have them included in the mix just for this one game.
Sure.
Yeah, that does include real annoying characters like the Leprechaun. Lol. Did you have anything to do with that, by the way?
At least some percentage, because that was a classic character. I mean,
there was
a lot. Yeah, it was from the original, so.
Yeah, let's leave that in. If you do get a chance to pick it, obviously pick it. Prove me wrong. It's not annoying.
The Leprechaun's a very powerful character. Another powerful character, by the way, is the Laywalker. And Glenn.
Oh yeah,
Glenn's had a lot of fun with that. I think recently.
Yeah,
as well.
You see. Yeah, John, my favorite part of Talisman is not going full kind of like attack mode, is to avoid everybody. Machinate my plans in the corner while no one's looking, and literally just spring a super fast run to the middle before anyone can stop me. Now I've given away all my plans.
Yeah,
feel free to kill me if the assassin.
To give you an idea, John, Glenn is one of those few players who will actually kind of biggie you up and be like, "Go on, you got this, John. Don't worry, you win the game. Go on, just get that extra strength. Go on, you got it." Not because he actually wants you to win, but because he just wants a powerful foe to fight right at the end when his plan has already been executed.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Exactly.
We're playing 4th edition, Classic Edition, online, so you don't have to. Well, this evening we are, because we are playing with John Goodenough and also LordZodz, and this is going to be an interesting game. We have together kind of put our heads together for the sort of expansions we want to play, but as it turns out, it's turned out to be quite a similar style of game I would normally play. And it's all very basic. We're going to be playing with the dungeon, the Highlands, and the city expansions, plus pretty much most of the small box expansions, like the Sacred Pool, Netherrealm, just to add a little bit extra to it, Frostmarch, and the Reaper. We're going to have a Reaper Creeper, which essentially means we're going to have the Reaper, and it is going to be creeping around, trying to claim their souls of people. And character-wise, we're gone for the basic set plus Reaper and Frostmarch, because even though we'll be recording this game on the day that the 5th edition Frostmarch expansion has been released out into the wild, this is probably going to be published a few days later. So anyway, I hope you're having fun with that. I'm sure we are at the time. So apart from that, the house rules. Okay, we're going to have a sudden death for 40 rounds. We figure all the chatting and the guffawing at each other is probably going to bring us around about that kind of magic 3/4 an hour to an hour mark, hopefully. If you're at the Warlock's Cave, you can replace your quests. So there's replacing of quests. So that's you should be happy at that. Trophy trading is at 5 for both craft and strength. So, and that's non-incremental. It's just a flat 5. So it's less than the normal 7 in the game. This is just to help us speed the game along a little bit. we are going to get three random characters to select, and we expect all of us to probably see those three and maybe talk through why we're choosing what we're doing, or maybe not. Maybe you just get I don't know. Maybe you just get the troll, the assassin, and the thief, and the choice is obvious. It's always the troll. Everyone chooses the troll. So, right, yeah, and the ending, of course, the ending is Race to the Crown. That's it. That's all we got. That's all she said. And yeah, I think I'm gonna pump up the timing windows just by 1 extra so that we don't accidentally get caught out by the timing window finishing and we don't get to do what it is we actually want to do. Or more importantly, so we don't make excuses for our bad play. We don't want that.
Oh.
We want this to be no more excuses. But yeah, that is the game. Any thoughts before we start?
I wanted all the expansions on, but I am happy with this. I'm content.
Yeah, Zodz wants everything.
Yeah.
No,
no, it looks good to me.
I think every time the only time I played with all the expansions on was a year ago, and we died within the first 3 rounds. Everyone died.
Yeah, that happens. So, you do get respawned. Sorry, I didn't even say that. You are going to get respawned in this game. So
okay, cool.
Yeah, so we're going to play to the end. So of our timing window, and until basically until someone wins or we just like crash out because we're getting too frustrated with each other. You know, no one likes to see someone like Zodz win, so we're going to have to gang up on him if that's okay, John.
Well, if it's only
if
it's only consolation, I like to see myself win. So there we go, folks.
Cool. Right, so we're gonna go for it. Have fun. Best of luck, and I'll see you when the game starts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Cool. Good luck, fellas.
Okay, you guys should see my characters.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Nice. We have 2 classic ghoul and the thief, and we do have the necromancer, which is a character which is included in a new Frostmarch expansion, I believe. And I've never played the necromancer, believe it or not. You begin the game with 2 spells. When you attack another character, I may be psychic combat. Spirits will not attack me, but I can choose to attack them. If I do not attack the spirit, I may enthrall it if my craft is higher than the spirit's craft, and the spirit joins me as a follower and adds its craft to yours in psychic combat, after which it departs the discard pile. You may use any number of enthralled spirits. So basically, I become I like that. The only problem I've got with this is it's got 2 fate, and I am a big fate user. Ooh, I'm going to use the necromancer, if that's okay with you guys, and see if I can build myself a spell engine of some kind. There we go.
Makes sense.
Raw spell. Okay. Yeah, no, that's not good. No, that's... never mind. Anyway, there we are.
Perfect start.
Ooh.
Okay, some classics.
Okay, yeah, I got the wizard, which is always hard to go wrong with the wizard. The minstrel, which is interesting, and the ghoul. But I think
What's your favorite?
I just love spells. Like, it's hard to say no to a spellcaster, so I got to go with the wizard.
Makes sense.
So John Goodenough goes for the spell spammer, the elite spell spammer.
Yeah.
In Talisman universe.
Yeah, we have a lot of evil characters here.
We are, yeah. So draw your spells, John, and keep them to yourself. Keep them tight to your chest.
Gotcha. All right, all set.
Oh, hello.
Oh, wow.
Hello.
Okay, cool. We got someone from the Reaper expansion, the Dark Cultist, which is easy mode.
Yeah, the Dark Cultist is good fun. For those who don't know, when you attack another character, you can choose to make the attack psychic. You can't do this when you're attacked by another character, though. Whenever you kill an enemy, this is the special bit. Whenever you kill an enemy or defeat a character and force them to lose a life, you roll dice to receive a gift from the Forces of Darkness. If you defeat a good character, you may add 1 to the score. So it could be Fate, Life, Craft. Basically, it's an opportunity to just buff up the character even more.
Nice.
It's just really cool. and you're always evil, so you can never change alignment, and events that would change alignment can't affect you. So it's either that, or we've got the sorceress, which is also pretty cool because she can beguile, which if this is going to be a follower game, that's pretty important. Or we can go the warrior, you know, use 2 swords, just cut enemies to pieces. I'm going to say let's go Dark Cultist. What's up?
Only just the other day, I saw someone with the, is it the Light Hammer or the Sun Hammer from the Werewolf expansion, which is a +3 during day, cast magical enchantment on it to make it a +4. And I was in love with that hammer. That was gorgeous. Wowzers. And there was a warrior on the board, and I was just like, please give that hammer to the warrior. That would be so amazing just to see the warrior sling that around for a bit. But anyway, that didn't happen, unfortunately.
No,
the warrior
didn't.
died. Cool.
Yeah, I just realized that everybody's evil. Like, we all go on the dark side.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I'm going to cast the spell straight away. Good time to start the spell, I reckon. Right, okay, these are... Now, I always forget what order they put these in. I guess I'll find out by landing, won't I?
Is it right to left? I swear it's right to left.
It could be, but I don't know. It doesn't really matter, actually, from this particular pick. So all I know is I've got to remember the 2 outermost ones. Do I want that or do I not want that? That is the question. That is the question. Okay, let's go. And let's roll a dice for movement, shall we? And off we go. Oh, well, I guess I won't be going to the chapel then. Oh,
no,
well, okay, well, that's a really bad start. Right, let's travel here. I'm not going to use one of my only 2 fates on a reroll for movement. So, okay, right, good. I survived, and I didn't miss a turn.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
I forgot to ask, do we have treasures? Do we have if you complete a warlock quest, can you get a treasure?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Instead of a talisman? Okay.
Yeah.
So I got a planeswalker, which might as well teleport. Let's see what happens.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's start, off
this.
with quest.
Straight away.
What a start. If you're speed running this character, which we are, that is an amazing start.
That is an incredible start.
Oh,
what?
Deliver
Are you absolutely kidding me?
I have to deliver a spell. Okay, so far so good.
So
let's
treasure cards
out.
Yeah.
No way!
What
is going on? What?
That might have been
so
one of the luckiest first turns.
Wow, that is crazy.
Yes, indeedy.
So,
well,
hello.
I'm not too jealous. I'm not jealous.
I'm not jealous.
What spell coming in?
Oh,
lovely. Lovely.
You gotta burn the spells, baby. If you're a spellcaster,
yeah.
Smoke.
Anyway, I'll take a turn, shall I? Anyway, did you want a turn, Zods? I don't know, but
it would have been nice.
Yeah, it's
but
pretty tough.
I'll just sit here with my pint, thanks. It's all good.
Nice. I'll take a follower, and I get to move the creeper. Okay, let's get him away from me. There you go.
If you could send him away from all of us, that'd be great.
Yeah.
What? Come on.
I'm a little worried about that Reaper up there.
Lose a follower.
Well,
It's okay.
Actually,
It's okay. You
don't have a follower, so
you don't have a follower.
I think because I don't have anything to lose, I'll just call it a
Wise position.
What?
Sorry.
Whoa! No way!
Oh!
Wait a minute.
I promise.
We're playing.
I promise I'll let you have a turn eventually. I promise.
We're playing a new game. How long can we play this without Zods having a turn?
Wow.
You were going to draw some bad cards. I'm trying to help you. I don't.
You know what?
He goes back to the Warlock quest.
That might just be good enough for me to believe you, John. So.
Oh, classic roller
I got
dice.
a quest to roll a quest. Oh no.
Oh, you might.
That
That's going to be an
think I'm-
interesting one.
Ah! Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is going to be really interesting because we're all crafty people.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that is my lucky streak might have slowed down a little bit there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was going to say you
I
are
think
on your way to being a contender for a speed run potential, just as the wizard.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to keep out of your area just for a small amount of time. That is not great.
Oh, don't let
That
the
is not a
go.
great-
What's he done to you?
Look, he's got strength 4. He's a brute. And what? Oh no! Oh well, first bloods to the kobold brute. There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's right.
It's not good losing lives when you're evil and you only got 2 fate.
Yeah, he's actually the good guy, Glenn.
Yeah.
That kobold.
He's the good guy.
Desert all the runes.
Ooh.
Stop it! Stop it!
No way.
Oh,
The thing I like about
Take
this
the-
card is you really can't go wrong because even if you roll bad, you can gain a fate and call it a wash. But let me just see.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He's rolling the ones.
Oh, okay, there we
there we
go.
go.
Okay,
Well,
there you go.
okay.
It broke even. Broke even.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
No. Well.
Hey.
And see, Zod, you can have a turn. Like, it's all
Oh,
good.
finally.
Hey.
Oh, I was worried I was gonna finish, but I just got.
Oh,
Look at that!
Yeah. I was trying to archetype it so I would get that one, but I hope that maybe John would miss his turn. You would get the elixir, and I would get the bag of holding. I'd spring out and go, ah! Never mind. It didn't work out for me. I lost a life. I'm not happy. Right, here we go.
Let's just hope nobody
where
has
do we go here,
shatter.
then? Oh yeah, we don't want that. We don't want shatter in this game. There we are.
Ah,
All places are gone.
they saw you. Went. Sorry, we're closed.
Oh well. John is rolling a lot of ones right now. Get them out of your system.
Well, yeah, get them out now before Totiply comes up.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Here comes the creeper. Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to go for the gold.
Ah. Oh.
Not
maybe
yet.
Not.
Not yet. No. Wait until you...
Whoa! Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Usain Bolt of Grim Reaping.
Perfect position there. And I just rolled a 1 as well.
Oh no. Oh no, the
Okay,
runes
that's-
of... Oh, ruins, sorry.
Draw 2 cards. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, this is.
Oh, what
Chef's kiss.
is going on here?
Wow. Yes, yes. Enter my pouch.
Wow.
I get to roll
What is
weeks.
going on? That's
Ooh.
me.
Let's have it, Glenn.
Come
Best
on,
of luck.
6.
Oh no!
There we are.
Oh.
There we are. Oh, that's not bad roll. That's not a bad roll. We're good, I think. Yeah, we're good. I lost a fate, but we're in. Okay, let's get away from this. This guy, eh? How's it? He hasn't got any friends really, as he's just creeping around.
Fool's gold.
Oh my god. I'm getting all the best luck I see. All the best luck's coming my way. Wow.
Okay, let's
I
see
need
what
spirit.
character map has here. Ooh, not
Yeah.
bad.
Not bad at all.
Oh, stop it, John.
Get all the ones out early.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, I hope you got a spell for that. In your sport, Billy.
He does.
Oh no,
Well, he's got an
you got
item
your
for
Orbital
it.
Prophecy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
I haven't got
That's
any
not bad.
followers.
Hmm. I think I'm gonna do. Actually, I think I am gonna help
Wow.
this guy
Seriously.
Okay.
because I got a bet. I got a
Okay.
plan.
Psychic
Oh,
dominate.
look
Oh,
at that.
wow. That's pretty cool. That's a dominated dragon. Dom dragon.
So you've just done the Game of Thrones. You've thrown your ice spirit of a dragon in the sky, and now you've assumed control.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, send it to the
Ooh.
college.
Oh!
Leave me.
Oh no! Oh yeah!
No!
Yeah!
Send it to John. He deserves it. He's the only
send
one.
it to
He's the
you.
only one. John's not. Why me? You've just sent it to me twice. What are you doing? I guess I start again. Thanks. Wowzers. Right.
Oh my god!
I must be. I gotta be honest. I'm glad that didn't happen to me. I have a feeling that
If it happened, to be honest with you, the only good thing is it was probably the perfect person for it to happen to because I had nothing. I started with nothing and I had nothing.
You were
There you
getting a
go.
lot of bad luck. I thought it's just end your misery right there. Just start afresh.
Really,
So,
really.
yeah. Yes, really. Okay, let's teleport. Ooh. Oh no, I can't attack you because you've now got a dragon as your. Okay. Well, may as well go and get a quest, right?
Yeah, why not? And okay, it's in the chasm now.
Kill a monster.
Kill a monster, not bad.
Not bad.
Oh,
Oh,
you guys are in so much trouble
you can
now.
fake. You can fake me later,
guys-
Glenn. You can
yeah.
fake me later.
Right. So much trouble now. Right, I do like. All right, I know I was complaining about Leprechaun, but I'm just gonna like pull this up. I begin with 2. I think I don't always have a spell, which is a bit of annoyance. But when I land in the woods, I gain 3 gold. Whenever I roll 6, I can teleport. So I would have to really, really build up fast to be a good Leprechaun. To be honest with you, but I do have the elf, which is essentially my most favorite character. I like the elf, and this is the reasons why. There's some good reasons. It allows me to stay away from people if I want to. I can't avoid spells. Obviously, the spell sling is going to be a bit of annoyance, but I do have 3 fate, and I start with 4 craft. Now, that's not bad for a non-spells caster. But after all that, I'm going Leprechaun. Here we go.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, and let's start with some spells. Ugh. Oh, well. Okay, cool. Not bad, not bad. Let's do it.
Oh, that'll be handy.
Yeah, that's the start.
Oh.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Whoa. Wow.
Oh, dear. Right, let's roll the dice and move, shall we? Okay, let's go this way.
You got some fields.
Don't know what we're getting into. Oh, we got a treasure map. That's pretty cool.
Take your gold. Why don't you?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's just do this. Let's get the gold. We know what the gold's all about. It's pretty obvious. We re-roll that. Cool. And end turn, I guess.
Oh! Whoa! Oh! Wow!
I got loads. I got so much fate. It's all cool.
It's all good in the hood.
Well, that
So we don't stand on ceremony around here.
that did change my plans. I think I'm going to be making a trip to the graveyard now and get some fate back.
Yeah, probably best. Probably best. You don't want to be around that that Grim Reaper. He's already got a thirst for blood, from what I hear.
Jesus. Okay, I thought I just. Okay, this.
All right.
Oh, are you trying to land on the spot?
Oh
it's
no,
saying
just checking.
choose a space.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Using displacement. Yeah. So you show cards, choose a card.
And then you select the card.
You choose one of those cards. Yeah.
Yeah. The weird thing,
I'm
trying to. It won't
you
let
can't
me
use
select
it.
a card.
Oh, can you not select the card?
Oh, I think I have. Do I have to be in the same region? Huh.
No, the card just gets moved to another space in the same region for that card.
Weird. It's not,
you completely move.
it's not actually letting me select. Like I can pick the space and have the cards come up. It won't let me select a card.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh,
that is weird.
I think it's bugged out.
Oh wow.
No?
We've got a bug here.
Let me.
Guess the only thing you've got left is the Planeswalker.
Did it let you select that? Oh, there we go.
It. You got it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
so you're going to send
good.
that into. There you go. Just moved it off. Yeah. Spell cycling.
Alrighty, let's get some fate back here.
Nice.
I
might take a chance.
I might need to do this because this would be my only chance I get.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh! Does have it?
Yeah.
Because I got to fulfill the quest. It's hard enough to land on people, especially when they run away.
Yeah, and with 0 fate. Is he going to re-roll it?
Well, he can't.
No.
Obviously, John can't re-roll. I will try and get a 6. Ah, damn it.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Everyone's got 0 fate now, apart from me.
Lovely. We've all got 0 fate apart from Glenn.
Oh, I just realised I'm on another Frost March character, aren't I?
Ooh.
Oh, no way. Right, yeah.
That is my favorite card. It's my favorite card in the whole game, Clockwork Owl.
It is one of my favourites because the power of movement is everything in this game.
Bonus points if you can get the reference of
I was going to ask you.
Is
God.
it Jason and the Argonauts, wasn't it? No? Where the card comes from? The Clockwork Owl? Is it Jason and the Argonauts? No? The film. I'm thinking.
No, I think you're right. I kept on thinking it was Clash of the Titans, but I think you're right.
No, it's Clash of the Titans. It is Clash of the Titans.
Yeah, Clash.
It is because the Clockwork Owl attacks the big monster at the end, doesn't it? It flies around, gets it in its face. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah, Clash of.
It's like
definitely Clash.
I want to say Bilbo, but that's not the right movie. But Bubo, is that the name? Bubo, the owl.
Ooh. Oh no, I don't know actually. I can't remember. I can't remember what that is. Okay. Okay, cool. That's useful against you reprobates, that's for sure. Because you're going to come after me, no doubt.
I can see your spells.
You can see my spells?
Yes.
I don't think so. No. I have protection. Let's just say I have protection. Here he comes. There we are.
His head.
All right.
Oh, hello.
Replenish fate.
Replenish. Nice.
Yeah. That's
what
pretty cool.
All right,
nice there you go. So I helped you out. Well, we're helping each other out. It's good. It's like a big happy family.
Oh, okay. We're going to cast that right now.
Wowzers.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's how you do it, right?
Very convenient. Okay,
Ooh,
I should.
What is going on here?
I should win this. Yes! Come on. Oh, no! What?
Whoa!
What?
Quick, re-roll it.
I can't.
So close.
Yeah, so far.
You should have had that one.
Funny.
I should
That
have.
was so funny.
I think we should tell Talisman to give you that one. Oh. Hello.
Come on then, let's do it. I'm fighting you.
Oh no! Oh, here we go.
Right, okay.
Here we go.
Oh, no.
Ah!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Right. Anyway.
Glenn's so happy right now. I can tell.
I was wondering why you wanted to take on a dragon, like a dragon.
No reason at all. Well, we did it here, folks. We turned John Goodenough into a toad right in front of you guys. Enjoy it.
It's got
Sorry, John.
at least one game. No worries. Man.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Now it's done. You've broken your toad virginity on this game. It's going to be awesome from now on.
We got it on camera. We got the whole thing.
Ooh.
Nice. Oh, you're
Now I need to
taking on
turn
a
my
quest.
attention to
Yeah.
the dark cultist. Yeah.
It'd be funny
Ooh.
if there was a quest that said turn into a toad.
I actually
Oh,
didn't
wait a minute.
realize you could gain a quest as a toad.
Yeah.
But sure.
Yeah,
Why not?
if you would have killed an animal, John, you could have accidentally landed on a wild boar and teleported to the warlock cave.
Oh, I've been presented with a great opportunity.
What, for another warlock quest, you say?
Oh, what's the one I currently got? It's kill monster. I can
The monster. Eco killer.
What's that coming over the hill?
What are you doing? He's a monster.
Give me all
Oh
this gold.
yeah, now Talisman. Now he's exacting the pain out of you guys. All the luck. Oh,
Ooh, nice.
well, it's pretty cool. Better start buying those objects. Oh, you can get a teleport.
Can I go teleport?
That's cool. Yeah,
That's cool, bruh.
yeah. That is.
Teleporting toad.
That's so cool.
I guess I'll go.
What are you going to do with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
If I got-
Yeah.
Yeah, if I have to hop one space next turn, at least I'll.
Yeah.
Nah, I think I'll keep the one I got. Okay,
Yeah,
good
probably
to go.
wise. Yeah, probably wise on that one. Yep. Okay, dead or dead?
What?
Which one?
Dead or dead? Well, at least
Your
if
choice.
I go to the desert, I at least get a card. So we're going to do that. Oh no, I have the bottle!
Double dead.
I have the bottle! I'm fine! Yes!
Oh, you do. You have the bottle.
Yeah!
Oh, wait a minute. What's happening here then? Oh,
Whoa.
you're taking the familiar.
Yeah.
Oh, that is crazy. Look at you
Cool.
go. Woohoo! Okay, I needed that for my
Oh.
last. Oh, this is not good. Okay, let's hope I can. Well, wish me luck. Or not. I don't know.
I thought Leprechaun was meant to be lucky.
Okay. There you go. I carry my own luck around. We'll take that. We'll trade that. Yeah, we'll have that one.
Ah, crazy.
If I move on to the space, I'm not going to be able to pick it up.
No,
right?
you won't.
No, because you pick up. You do it at the end of your turn. You turn back
Gotcha.
into your yeah.
I guess I'll just be ignored.
Oh, and there you are.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh,
Back in the flesh.
Okay.
Oh, nice. It's Oasis.
What is this?
Okay. Oh,
Oh.
wow. Look at this.
Oh, I didn't miss
Wow.
a turn. I'm awesome.
Don't have to worry about that one. Oh, wait, the Leprechaun does.
Yeah, I'm neutral.
No, but
Yeah.
he's in the outer
I
region,
forgot we're
so
not
he's
all
all right.
evil. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no, wait. Oh no. Okay. It affects everyone in the. I thought it was just the region-specific event.
Nah, everywhere. Yep.
Everywhere.
Oh, look out!
Oh, twist of fate.
That is the spell you needed. Go straight back into the driving seat. Get all your objects back.
What?
Like it never happens.
Get all my hard-earned treasures back.
What's that?
Wait, what?
Oh, what's happened?
What happened? Did you choose a 1 accidentally? No?
I thought I picked a 2. Maybe I picked
no!
Oh, no, there you go.
Oh, there's
fine.
There you go.
I had to draw a spell. Okay.
Nice.
Watch out.
It was a full start. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
There are 2 of them in the pack.
Oh, what?
Oh, whoa. That is some crazy stuff going on there.
John, you can win the game.
Okay.
Yeah, this is right when the Reaper starts striking. But
Yeah. Oh, I can beat you.
Oh. Can you now? Can you?
Yes, I can. Okay, hang on.
Nope.
Maybe I... No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You're fine. Yeah. Look at this.
Oh!
Oh, well.
Oh,
That is like not the best. Okay, well,
gained a life.
that's pretty good for you.
Kill spirit! Okay, what does this do again?
Wow.
You may hold 1 or more spell when you cost it out. And you turn, you may discard 1 trophy to get up to 2 lives. My max life value is 4, so that's not good for the moment. Yeah! Roll a 6. It's coming for you.
How are you now? Ooh, maybe not, eh? You know what? I can have some more. I can do this again. I'm going to keep on rolling the same number, if that's okay. Yeah, whatever. There we are.
That is a nice change in 5th, where you can make sure that when you re-roll a dice, you don't get the same result.
On the digital version, yeah.
Change that in the digital version.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And barrier. Nice.
Oh,
okay. Just to
interesting.
prevent you from... Ooh,
Runes for temple.
Okay, runes. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Tricky.
I could probably take them on, but I'm not.
Uh-oh.
You might have to.
Yeah. What's the worst that could happen? Nope.
The trickster is one of the only things that can actually take like the bag of holding from someone, I believe. Is one of the very rare, I think, opportunities that you get, isn't it?
Oh no.
Oh man. Oh man. You.
Oh.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
I did ask what the worst that could happen, so
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Glenn, you're right, because that's how that's how you got rid of my pouch in one of the games we played.
The clockwork owl's been dropped on the spot too. It's a trickster. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was painful.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Wow, this has been a crazy game so far.
Yeah.
Oh,
A
I
very
guess
crazy game.
it only goes for Curse Glade.
Oh, come on. That is the worst thing ever for you. Come on, that's beautiful.
No!
Those followers were so amazing. Right, let's teleport, shall we? Okay, where do we want to teleport to?
Wow.
Right, do we want a Warlock quest? I guess I'm feeling a little bit left out. Let's get yourself a Warlock quest. Yeah. And game 1 craft. 2 followers. Kill 1 animal. I could kill an animal. I think I look like an animal killer. I don't know why. Maybe I'll gain a craft. Game 1 craft. That's what I'm going to do.
That's what you need to win, right?
Yes. Yeah. So I don't. It's not like it's going to take a craft from me. It's just I have to gain a craft, and then it will teleport me over there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay, acquisition it is.
Oh.
Right. He hasn't put his totem staff away. Oh.
Whoops.
You know what?
That's good.
I mean, the
Look at this.
tome staff is really tempting.
It is.
But I think I'm going to be a little bit on the nice side. And
Ooh. Very nice. No, we're all being so nice to each other. Killing each other, turning each other into toads. We're like one happy family.
I feel like mistakes were made. Don't know about you guys.
Oh, are you? Oh, wowzers! That's some heavy pit fiend action coming down.
No, he's.
Oh yeah, you got to rid of that.
Oh.
I guess I'll take the lesser of the two evils.
On second thoughts.
You know.
Oh no.
I guess I gotta.
Nice.
Okay, there we go.
No.
Okay, I gotta get lucky eventually.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because that's on the ruins.
Yeah, that'd be why.
Yeah. I should have dragon wand.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But that would have been a tough one. Yeah. You better. You got some gold, so it's not like you got a problem. Right, what's he doing? Oh, we're gonna go to... Oh, I see what you should do. Don't think you're gonna do it now. Yeah, you're doing it.
Hell yeah.
Here we go.
Oh yeah.
This is it. Now you just got to beat that trickster for it. Oh, you're gonna pick up your totem staff. Ooh, no, you're concealing them. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do have obviously the Clockwork Owl, but it is a trickster that you have to defeat to get it. Go get it! Oh well, there we go.
And he's on the runes. Oh man.
4v3, yeah, 4v3. Like,
oh
no!
yeah.
No! What is it? What's happening here? I feel like I talked you into it. Oh, never should.
You definitely talked me into it. Oh, and the totem staff's gone. Wow. Wow,
it's all happening for you guys. It's like reading a book. Can't put it down.
Yeah, come join the party, why don't you?
Yeah, I think I might. Okay. Yeah, this is not a bad little fight for me. I think I can eke a victory out if I don't roll too sad. Yeah, that's good. That's all right. We can deal with that. And yeah, off we go. Here we go. Mesmerism. Oh no.
Well, I don't have any followers.
You're not going to take the hag. Oh no, it's Glory Seeker. Oh, you haven't. I've got the mule. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you got to take the mule.
The hag is tempting, but yeah.
Hag is tempting.
I don't. Yeah.
Ooh.
Going for a bit of a dry patch, obviously. We need followers. We need to feel like we've got friends. A hag will do. Oh, okay. Roll a Grim Reaper. I haven't seen the Grim Reaper doing much movements recently. So it'd be nice to see it moving around, stretch its legs. Bony legs.
That's
Oh.
move them away a little bit. There we go.
Oh, talk me through the idea of you putting it into this city. I have an idea why you did it, but John, do you have any ideas you want to share with us about why you put the Grim Reaper in the city?
I mean, right now I'm looking at healing options, and so I'm going to try to head for the castle. But if something bad happens there, or a hex or something like that, then I'll need to either visit the village or the city, and I just don't want them getting too close to the city. So
nice.
I'm trying to banish them away from the healing spots.
Yeah, nice. Like it. Okay, he ignores me. He only ignored me. Well, okay. Does he stay there? He does, yeah. Okay. Shortism is live and free in Talisman Universe, by the looks of it. He just looked at me one little look and just said, nope. Okay.
Finish fate. Nice.
There we are.
Okay. I can beat you.
He's doing it again.
I can
oh
beat
my
you.
god.
I can beat you.
Oh no.
I can beat you.
You're dying.
Don't worry about it.
Zodz.
Don't worry about it.
What is going on?
There's nothing to see
what are you
here.
gonna lose
It's
this
all
time?
good. I just want him to have the concealed
great.
pouch because it'd be hilarious. Okay. Water bottle.
That's
you
going to
needed
be
that.
the rich. By the end of the game, that's going to be the richest trickster we've ever seen.
It is. It is. Yeah.
And at this rate, it's going to go to the Leprechaun. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. I bet you. Yeah, here he goes. I knew it. I knew that was his game plan.
Okay.
Oh my god! Please roll low. This would be hilarious.
It's going to be a hell of a ride.
Oh,
hell of
okay.
a ride for me.
Oh, what's that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's
It's
won.
all good. Don't you worry.
He's
Don't
won.
you worry. It's all good. It's all good. All right.
And you're now going to
Okay,
take
we'll
my
take that.
bag of carrying.
Yeah,
There we
we'll
go.
take that. Oh, yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that.
Oh.
That's not a bad. That's not a bad little haul, if I don't say so myself. I mean, like it's kind of like yeah.
I can't believe this is happening again, Glenn. What the hell is going on? This is happening
yeah.
all over
The tricks-
again.
I gained one craft as well. Look at that, eh?
Oh man, he's on a roll.
Oh, come on! Look at this! Come on! You gotta stick that way, haven't you? I do hope no one's got shatter, because that would be a horrible spell to see.
Okay, that's a spell to get. That's a spell to have.
Right. Anyway, boys, I'm going to leave you alone for a little while and see if I can win the game.
Sure. Yeah, you go do that while we get a shatter spell.
Oh my god. Yeah, you don't want that.
There we go.
Yep.
This point can get all the help I can get.
No, exactly.
Where-
Yeah.
Got to do what you got to do.
Right, we do need another Warlock quest now, don't we? That's what we do need. Oh, you want to join me? You tired of living?
Let's see if I can beat you up.
You're going to go in space. You're going to die. What are you doing?
I can
Oh,
fight you
no,
with
you're going to go
strength.
straight, aren't you?
Yeah.
No, don't do it. No.
Yeah, let's see it. Come on. Let's see it.
No. Not happening. Not happening.
This game is gone. No, Dark Cultist, it's not your time.
Right.
No, kill me!
I would rather
Kill me!
No, I'd rather you limp around mauled, looking dejected, than kill you.
What did I just roll? I rolled a 1. Why did I just roll a 1?
I think you're perfect the way you are. You're perfect the way you are, mate.
Why did it make me roll a 1 again? Oh, Reaper. Okay, okay,
for the
okay,
Reaper.
cool.
For the
Yeah,
Reaper, yeah.
Of course, because I rolled a 1 for move. There we go.
Okay. Oh, okay. Let's do that. Let's have a little bit of that. We don't mind.
Oh,
Mind if I do? And we are probably. Do you know what? I think we're going to go into the temple right now. So looking at this,
beat the Sentinel.
Staff of Master. I could beat the Sentinel, and
Get
actually,
another
to be
craft.
honest with you, let's let me have a look. I could go right.
And then
yeah.
the Augur. Draw 6 adventure cards.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. Actually, I think that's probably my best bet there. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do this. This is going to be still a tough fight, but we do have. Oh, wait a minute. It's not a
you
tough fight.
were saying.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah.
John, that was a pretty
we'll
tough
take
fight,
that.
wasn't it? That was pretty tough.
That could have went bad.
Okay. Oh, you guys. There's some cool
the
stuff
interesting
coming up.
thing, when you have this many spellcasters too, like, yeah, you never really know.
No, exactly. Yeah, you're right. I am. Yeah, I'm gonna remove that, and I'm going to hold on. Remove that
Oh.
because I'm readying myself for a shatter spell, so I can spread my my bits and pieces around. I don't want to be targeted and lose out all this cool stuff, even though it would be quite nice to see, to be fair, because it was mainly collected by you guys. I just swooped in and found it on the floor. That's why you guys, you don't have to be so quiet. It's fine. These objects in my hands is not a danger to anyone.
Oh no. Okay.
Now let's see what we got here.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay. Lost City.
Wow.
Oh, wowzers. Yeah. Now that's an interesting little
That is an
exchange.
interesting one.
I guess.
If this is a fight to the death.
Here we go. New character incoming potentially.
No, you must have a spell.
Oh, no,
yeah, there you go.
glory.
Well done.
Perfect.
Yeah, cool. Oh, of course he's got something up his sleeve.
He's got the sleeves for it, so.
Yeah, he's got some big sleeves. Let's not talk about. Yeah. Right.
Ooh,
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll need it. Only.
Add one for dice.
Add it all.
Yeah. Add it all.
Yeah. I've never seen anyone never add it all. Unmarked for glory.
It's the overkill is very gratifying.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
100%.
Nice one. Well done.
Trophies.
Nice. That's class. No one's wandered into the city or the dungeon or the Highlands.
Yes!
Actually, no.
Kill me!
What?
Kill me!
No way! Feeble mind! No way! Oh, don't do it. Lowered by 3.
That way it's doing nothing. It's no harm.
Ah.
Oh, it sounds like me now. Don't worry about it. I'm doing you a favour. You didn't want all that intelligence, anyone. Everybody knows that the smartest people are the most depressed.
But I don't know. If he wanted to die, maybe that would have been doing a favor.
Yeah.
Yes! Kill me!
No,
Kill me!
no,
Yes!
no,
Yes!
don't die.
Yes, I'm sacrificed to my dark lord. Yes, man.
He had enough. The poor old dark cultist had enough. It's just like
I literally had all my stuff stolen by a leprechaun. Like, what do you do after that?
It's true. What are you going to do? Oh, man. What is going on here, then? Mini vortex. Wow. Ah.
So you get a counter
Come on. No. Because I had really bad spells. I didn't want them. Okay. All right. Should we get out of here? I think so. It's about time. Should we take the hag? How about that? No, we're not. Right. Here we are. This is what we need to do. Oh.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
Just missing your next turn. Do I miss my turn? No, I don't. Oh, hello. How's it going?
How's it going, Joel? How you do?
Now that is interesting. If you're dead, you don't lose your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah.
Now we're gonna go
Hey,
old-fashioned combat. Yeah.
Old-fashioned.
Highlands of us.
Tried and
Let's
true.
go. Let's go.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
this is
Back
not
on the
good.
Highlands. Oh, wow. Good start.
Come
Oh,
on.
wow.
Yes.
Beat him. Look
I'm
at
a
that.
very smart troll.
Love it. Oh, well. Missing a turn. I think it's time I go to spend some gold, isn't it? But someone put the Grim Reaper in the blinking city.
Okay.
Right, what's the plan?
man.
Oh,
I need to get some
Yeah.
healing going on here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're one
Yeah.
step away.
yeah. This is not looking good. But you do have fate, so at least you're lucky on that regard.
If you roll
You know, I might.
the rolls you need.
I guess I'll try it because at least he's not going to hurt me.
Yeah.
Meh.
Yeah, big meh. Right, what's the Grim Reaper doing? Big meh.
Let's have it. Swing
Uh,
him out.
That.
No,
No, he's going deep.
I'm probably going to have to hit that city to heal.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I just got some
Right.
gold.
Spell. Okay.
Gents,
Roll
we
of
are
X.
nearly halfway through the
teleport. Okay, we got some teleporting going on. I do fancy another
Wow.
Warlock quest, to be fair. I think it's about time. But I might as well get a Warlock quest by going up and visiting the Warlock personal, right, mightn't I? So let's do that. Teleport.
Oh,
And it goes to the chasm. Oh, okay. So, and take one life from another character. Oh dear. Oh
yes.
dear.
Good
Oh
luck.
dear.
Good luck. The worst one you could have pulled.
Oh man, how am I going to do that? I'm a wimpy little leprechaun.
Oh, hello.
Oh my god. Oh no, a fate. Losing her. Oh god. What you doing? Oh,
There's no love for evil.
no, there's
know-
no love for evil.
I guess I'll dump that and hope I can get some gold to heal.
Yeah. Yeah, fingers crossed.
Oh! Whoa!
Uh-oh.
Whoa! Oh my god!
Oh boy.
Ah,
Let's get the potion of
nice,
strength.
nice. He's got the potion of strength. Oh man, that's
Yeah.
rough. Oh, yes! Come on!
You absolute
see it.
hero, John.
Yes!
That was a good try, though. Good try.
I swear, if you get balls of strength again, and he just
After all that,
oh,
you could have died there with a 6 roll from the dragon. After all that,
oh,
that was amazing.
that was.
I've never seen a wizard
incredible.
hang on to life for so long. It's like he really, really wants to live. What's wrong with him?
All right, let's draw 3 cards. Oh. Okay, yeah, I can beat that. I can beat that. Boom.
Yep, 100%. It's yours.
Yeah, screw you.
In your face.
I'll take the miner and I'll take the opal. Nice. Wonkily rich.
And here we go. And this is how you win.
It
Okay.
is.
Hmm.
Someone better stop that leprechaun.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Let's do a little temple vortex. Let's get this game running now. Okay,
15
right, we're
gold,
gonna do that.
Glenn. What? You gonna buy some shinies with that?
I do. I want to, John, but someone invited death into the sea for some reason. I don't know why. And I'm like, I'm not going in there, John. I'm gonna get killed. Oh, right. Okay, cool. I did do this for a reason. Yeah, there was a reason, wasn't it? Wait, what was my? Oh yeah, I needed to kill somebody, didn't I? Yeah, I can't kill the wizard, unfortunately, because the wizard is actually quite buff. For some reason, I can't beat him up. But we do. What's the renegade do? Let me just see what we got here. Let me just have a look here.
You can just get a gold.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'll do that then. Yeah, stuff it. Let's just do this.
Okay, all right. Oh, because you got the words course.
Yeah.
Wow, he's going to win the points game for sure.
Right, we like. I think I should have gone back to the warlock. To be fair, because yeah, I should do. I've got to go back there. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay, cool. We'll have this. We've got a champion follower, and we do have some more gold, believe it or not. So yeah, there you go. Well, that was a weird turn. And I need lots of strength for some reason.
Finally, the healer.
Nice. Back in the game. Oh, so annoying. I'm never going to be able to get this, collect on this warlock quest.
Oh. Okay. We're going to go deeper into the Highlands. Wayfarer.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Very nice. Okay. Reasonably useful, maybe. Okay, and we do get to go where we need to go now. So let's replace that quest. Give another player 1 gold. I can do that. I've got gold.
But you still got to find a character.
Yeah, I'm right next to the planeswalker. I'll just teleport. It's no problem.
Unless he rolls a 6 and gets out of the outer region. Oh, no.
No, don't do it. Oh, he's headed towards the dungeon. It's too late, John. I've got you. I've got a gold that's got your name on it.
Glenn just needs to roll a 1 now. To not.
No, I don't.
I never thought I'd say
no.
yeah. Never thought I'd say no to gold, but I don't want to make it too easy for you.
Take my gold. Take my gold. Don't worry about it. We'll, yeah, someone please move Reaper out of the stupid city. Put it in jail. Put the Reaper in jail. Come on. Do us all a favour. Right. Let's see what this is doing. Okay. Not great. Actually, that is great. Oh, come on.
No! Ah! Oh, man.
That's
Gonna
crazy.
get a spell.
Give a go. There you go. Have your gold.
Oh,
Thank you kindly.
He's gonna win. No! We gotta stop him, John. We gotta stop him. He's running away with victory.
He's running to the dungeon.
Oh, I know what he's doing. I know what he's gonna do. Oh.
Right. A fresh wizard, not a dent in the fender. And into the dungeon. Right.
Draw 3 cards. Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
Do I need to do that? I probably should do that. No, you know what? No, actually, yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. You got the spell ring. I was like, how is a troll casting a spell?
What? I was looking at that and I was literally tripping out at that point. I was going, what's going on? Why is this?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I thought you were bolstering. Yeah, Glenn, I thought you were bolstering him. I'm like, does it? I didn't know it looked that way. But
John,
it was a
look like
pity
the person
bolster.
who bolstered somebody else.
no, I was surprised.
Yeah, I was surprised as well. Yeah. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. That's a plan. We'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, stupid hag. Right. Here we go. Let's get it.
Another.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, yes! Yes! Come on!
No!
Yeah!
No!
Oh, you got to bait. You got this.
Yes! It's gonna happen! It's gonna happen! I know it! It's gonna roll
You know it's gonna happen to me.
It's gonna roll doubles.
Burn it with fire.
Oh.
Come on! Are you kidding me?
Yeah!
A troll counterspelling. That's awesome.
Oh!
Yes!
You sneaky bugger! Oh.
Yeah, I just realized you can't fate the basilisk because it's not your role; it's his. So,
No, exactly. You have to dark fate it. Yeah. Yep. Oh, lovely.
Well, that is good, but I don't need it. So let me just see if. Yeah, I need to start leveling up more than anything.
Nice. Well, it does mean I've got a basilisk, so I can use that in a fight now. So, okay, that's what I should do.
There you go.
Mm.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
Yes.
A relic!
Yes.
No way! No way! Are you absolutely kidding me?
Oh,
Are you kidding me? Stop it! Just stop it, Zods! For crying out loud!
all you got to do is make it through the portal. Don't even need a talisman with that.
No, I know. This is stupid. This game's stupid, John. What the hell did you do?
I don't know. I thought you were, yeah, like I thought you were going to have the game, but now I don't know. It's anybody's rule.
Right, okay. Let's put myself in even more mortal danger. Let's do this. Oh no. Oh no. Discard all your quests. You might not accept. Okay, right. Actually, I kind of already. I'm over this. I'm okay with that. Yeah. Can I get rid of it by visiting the castle? Yes, I can. That's quite easy for me. But I don't want to get rid of any of these, to be fair. Okay, hold on. Let's conceal the talisman. In my turn. There you go. I'm fine now. Oh dear. This is amazing.
I think I know what. I think I know what John's doing. Oh,
Yeah, I heard there's
You need that.
I heard there's a secret back door over here somewhere.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Wow, we got to do this. Okay.
Yeah. Well, here it is. If you win, that is the winning move right there.
Beautiful.
I think the game's over.
Oh, it's
You can get through
frozen.
that door. What is going on?
Yeah, it's happening.
Oh, what?
It's happening.
No way.
It's happening.
This is stupid.
Amazing.
I still got to make it through the door, but let's see.
Oh, whoa. Oh, you.
Okay.
Hey.
Nothing much else I could do here. Oh, that's good. Ooh. Okay. Interesting.
So I got to be quiet because my sister is asleep next door, so can't be too loud.
Oh no. Right. Yeah, this is the
gotta take my chances in the darkness.
Yeah, you got to.
Okay, we've got to push. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's push for the win.
Okay, use strength. Come on. Okay, I can reroll with 6. That's all we need.
That's it.
That's it. I think the game's done.
Yeah.
Unless someone's got something to shatter or whatever.
No. I've got no spells. I've got nothing that can stop that now. Yeah, that was an amazing little run there. The only thing that I could change is if I get a new spell randomly somehow. Yeah. And I'm just now looking at the possibility of getting that. I do have the capacity for it, but I'm just gonna look at my stuff. I don't think I have. No, nothing's going to give me a spell here apart from the place that I'm already on, the temple. I can't. There's no point in healing. I think that's it. Yeah, I don't know what's the silver nymph though. That let me show these cards.
Actually, there is a way that John can win still. If I know what his plan is, that is. There's a way that John can win.
If I roll a 6. Yeah, if I roll a 6 for my movement, I can use the Amulet of Speed and
get to the end. And then if you got
okay.
Yeah, so there is. I mean, it's not likely, but yeah,
it's happened before.
Okay, let me roll the dice. So, nothing coming off there. Okay, so basically it is an Oasis, and it's a hope to get a spell. Like an Enchanter would be nice, get a spell. And then acquisition, but acquisition's already been done. So let's just do this. Cool.
You don't need that. What is going on? Wow.
Switch the Matrix. I think we broke the game.
Wow.
Oh my god. Oh, I think I might drop that object there. You know, I might ditch that. And I might just leave that up there. There you go. I'll just leave these 2 talismans there for everybody to see. Oh, man.
All right, so you need a 6. That's not 6.
All right, let's see if we can
reroll. Oh.
It now really wants me to have the 2. Oh, well.
Okay.
Well, I can only show you what I was going to do.
Yeah.
I was trying to get to the Lord of Darkness.
Oh.
And then
what's going on?
Right, let's
he's gonna make your life difficult.
No, I don't think there's any cards I can stick.
Oh. That's interesting.
Amazing.
Oh.
Oh, nice. Nice.
That was amazing.
Yeah, I knew you had something like that planned, John. It was either that or Toadify.
Come on, immobilize. You've got immobility.
I mean, the other trick on that was if I could, get another spell. I was just trying to recycle that, but no.
Nice.
Okay, let's end the game. Okay. And let's do it. Nice.
Almost a speed run. Almost a speed run.
Wow. What round was that?
31 by the looks of it. 31, 32. Yeah. Pretty good, actually. Really good.
Wow, what a fantastic game, gents. Goodness gracious.
Oh yeah, that was a classic speedrun game there, John. So that was really good. That worked out nicely. Yeah, did you enjoy that?
I just wanted to see you spend 20 gold.
But, I know. Yeah.
That was a good game, guys. That was awesome.
Yeah, my plan was to get into the city, just get myself a flail, and then go up through the inner region and beat up the pit fiends and fly through essentially. Amp up my maybe take a couple of pets and then teleport straight into the portal of power, and then off I went. Yeah, that would take me a few rounds.
I almost could have pulled it off. If I was able to get to Lord of Darkness, I would have Finger of Deathdom, and then if I could land on Zods, I would just kind of fight versus Psychic. So it was my whatever I had, 6 craft or whatever against his 1, and then take the helm and use that to teleport. So it was one of those, like, it was within the realm of possibilities, but so it was a well-deserved win. That's good.
So if you Finger of Death, the Lord of Darkness, then you still would have to roll for your attack roll, and that's what would be the result, the movement?
Yes, even though the Finger of Death would have been an automatic victory, so I would have got a treasure, I still would have had to roll just to see where I moved to.
Okay.
So it probably, it required a lot of like perfect chain reactions that wasn't likely. But yeah, that was a good game.
Nice.
That was a fantastic game.
Excellent. I'm glad we got that game done anyway. But I reckon what you mentioned earlier, John, which is trying to organize another game, but this time maybe doing it live with your other friend, John New from Talisman Island, would be great. We'll just have to send him a couple of emails, I think, see if we can entice him in.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Well, the way that system works is I'm always, for whatever reason, I'm always surrounded by Johns. Every place I've ever worked had multiple Johns. And so the system that we have is I'm Goody. That way, if somebody's talking about John, it's the other John, and I just go by Goody. So we have a system, like if we play with John, he gets to be John and I'll be Goody, and it'll all work out. So.
Nice.
There we
Excellent.
Go. That'd be pretty cool.
One thing we didn't actually ask you too much about was sort of projects that you're on now. Is there anything that you can share, like anything that you want to direct anyone who's watching this video towards, or maybe have a long think about? You got any other projects?
Oh, sure. I'll try to keep the list short here. So there's a backer kit campaign for Valley of the Kings coming up. So it's an Ultimate Edition, so you get to have everything that has ever been made for Valley of the Kings, and plus some new stuff too. And in addition to that, Monster Fight Club is going to be having a huge campaign for Borderlands, and so there's a ton of Borderlands stuff, including a whole bunch of new stuff that is going to be really exciting to come out this summer. In addition to that, we're also working on Bob Harris's other game, Mythgardia. So Bob, after having a big success with Talisman, he kind of made a successor, a bit of a sequel to Talisman called Mythgardia. And we are developing the game. It's going to be called the Gold Edition. And so we're just taking the game, taking all the good stuff, and just adding on a bunch of new content, a lot of new surprises, and trying to get that ready for launch this year as well. So
nice. From what I understand, it is also you're looking for a few testers, and you've invited us to maybe give you or do a little bit of testing with you. Maybe one game on Tabletop Simulator.
Absolutely. I mean, this is one of those might need to do a follow-up show for this idea, but just to give people a heads up, the overall plan for Mythgardia is not just to make a new, Bob Harris game, but it's also to create a game that is a vehicle. Like one of the points of why we're making the game is so that we can open the game up to other people to collaborate and contribute. And so if you're interested, if you've been designing talisman cards, if you're interested in making new content, we are making a game so that you can take your creations and plug it into the game and be part of the process. So that's the thing that I'm actually really most excited about, is being able to share the game and work with the fans and see their game, their amazing creations in print.
That sounds amazing.
That'd be really
sounds
cool.
Well, my street. Yeah, definitely. So
I think one more thing I would ask John as well before we wrap up here is what I would actually say. What kind of advice would you offer individuals who are looking to break into game design? Because obviously you were, as we mentioned before, you're working in illustrations and you broke into game design through almost being the right place, right time, essentially. From your experience, what advice could you give to aspiring designers who want to get into it, especially for those who want to, let's say, are interested in reviving or reimagining classic games like Talisman as well?
I mean, that's how a lot of the well-established, big names in design, a lot of the people, that's how they got their start, isn't some grand ambition of, I'm going to make this new game and it's, going to be innovative. And they started by making fan-made, homebrewed, expansion content. So a lot of designers, they cut their teeth making a chess variant or, new cards for one of their favorite games. And so that's just the initial path. And the reason why I think that works so well is it takes the stress of having to make a whole new game, a whole new system, and it allows you to learn all the hard lessons in an easier path. You don't have to worry about the overall balancing an entire system. You just have to worry about making fun content. And really, the one of the hardest lessons isn't necessarily designing games; it's making games fun. Those are actually two totally different things. You can design games and make it work, but actually making games fun is a kind of separate skill set. And what I would recommend is if you're starting on the journey and you're learning lessons, learn how to make a game fun as your first learning curve. Because you can learn how games work, you can learn how to make games better, but if you start out knowing how fun works, you're going to have the best lessons moving forward. So that's why I'd encourage, making expansions and making new content on existing games, because then you can focus on the fun, not focusing on getting weeds deep in the mechanics and worrying about balance and all that stuff.
Yeah,
I
had similar experiences growing up. Yeah, I had similar experiences growing up. I loved board games growing up with my siblings, my brothers. But they weren't as interested in board games as I were. They'd only do it when they were bored. I just loved the interactions with my siblings. That's essentially what I loved so much. So I started redesigning parts of the game to make it more interesting, to entice them back to the table. And that's how my journey began. But it never turned into a career as such. I ended up going down the engineering route. But later on, now I'm kind of a little bit more established in my career. I'm able to peel off time now and do these creative projects with people like Zods and people like yourself, John, here as well while we're doing this. But for me, I'm hoping to get games published at some point. I've got one I'm rolling out, which is going to be a soft launch at the UK Games Expo this year through a publisher. So I'm hoping that maybe that might be spark me off on a slightly different career route for the future. But you never know. I'm doing it for the fun more than anything else. Like you say, do it for the fun. Yep.
No, that's the way to go. I mean, if you're not driven by passion, the thing with this industry is there's so much. Amazing people you work with, awesome talent. I mean, there's no other place I'd rather be than working in the hobby game industry. But along the way, I mean, there's tons of frustration. I mean, for every idea that works, there's probably 10 or maybe even 100 on the cutting room floor. That's the thing that people don't see, is when you only look at the end product, you don't see the process of the hard work and the frustration and like playtesting. You think you're having fun playing the game, and it's actually, for me, one of the most stressful parts of the game, because it just gives me a million things to worry about and rebalance. And but yeah, I'm hoping that ultimately whatever journey we start with Mythgardia is going to just open open the door to let people start taking the first steps into game design, and acting as a bit of a guide along that adventure to help with the process. And if we can do live stream, like if we can, do some play tests, maybe we can use those as a bit of a tutorial and people can learn something along the way. So, yeah.
That's amazing. Sounds like a very noble goal. Anything to kind of inject a little bit of kind of passion or some extra passion into up and coming designers is an amazing goal to aim for. So yeah, well done for giving that even a go. It's going to be a tough one, but if you've got Bob Harris with you, you're working together well. We'll give Mythgalia a go. I'm really, really excited to see it. To be fair,
sounds like it's in good hands.
Sounds good.
Excellent.
Nice.
Well, I suppose we'll wrap up here. John, if people want to follow your work specifically or what you're doing, where's the best place that they can do so?
I'm on Facebook, Twitter. I don't know. I'm usually so busy working on games. I'm not super active, but I'm hoping that I'll be more active on YouTube and doing more channels. But yeah, good old Facebook or Bookface. That's probably the best place to go. Yeah.
Nice.
And are you on Shrubtopia as well, John? Are you planning to get into any Talisman games in the community?
That could be a possibility. I mean, I'm on a tabletop simulator and some of the digital aspects. So that would be fun to do, like a classic, old school classic with Bob Harris maybe. But
we'd love that. On
cool.
Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah.
That would be that would be amazing. Yep.
that'd be really awesome.
We might need to get up to speed on the technology of that, but we can make it happen someday. Yeah.
So it's love it.
Yeah, sounds really cool. But on that note, I think we'll wrap it up there. So thank you, folks, wherever you are in the world. Good morning, afternoon, evening. Thank you very much for watching this lovely episode. Thank you, John, as well, for taking the time to join us and to play a game as well with us.
Well, yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much for the invite, and it's just amazing, sharing the love and enthusiasm of a game. That's the thing that it never ceases to amaze me, is how much people love Talisman, how much passion they have over the game and the experience and the community. So I'm just happy to be a little part of it.
And with that, we'll bid you all farewell, and we'll see you in the next one. So see you later. Bye bye.